Maysville Board
Hold on a
of
second,
Commissioners.
Debbie.
We're not,
Hold on a second.
I was waiting for everybody
Sorry.
to sit down. Okay.
You good? Sorry.
I'd like to call the Maysville Board of Commissioners to order Wednesday, May the 11th, 2022, special meeting. We'll begin with our invocation. Reverend Burton.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, God, we thank you again for this day that you have given us. God, we just pray that your blessing to be on this meeting. God, that you would bless our commissioners and mayor, administrators, their families as they step up to the task that you have called them to do. God, we just pray that this meeting would go well, Lord, and pray that, God, that the decisions and the proposals that are made, Lord, that they would be used to serve and for the good of this community. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Burton.
Do you have that motion with you on that? Let me
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartmell,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood,
Here.
Commissioner McKay, Mayor Cotterill,
Yes, ma'am.
City Attorney Cottle,
Here.
Controller Stanfield,
Here.
Project Coordinator Horde,
Here.
Public Works Director Truesdale, Police Chief Palmer,
Here.
Fire Chief Doyle,
Here.
Utility Manager Julian,
Here.
Planning and Zoning Administrator Larger, Building Inspector Fawcett, Codes Officer Brooks,
Here.
Tourism Director Halloran, Main Street Director Reese.
Here.
City manager's absent, but he will return.
Thank you, Lisa. Can we move the speaker down so that we can hear Angel as well, please? Thank you.
I think that's the first time anybody ever said that.
Minutes for April the 14th, April the 23rd, and May 2nd. And the department reports.
Mayor, I make a motion to accept.
I'll second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartmell,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay,
Yes.
Mayor Cotterill.
Yes, ma'am. Appointments, I would like to appoint Mark Davis to the Maysville Mason County Port Authority. His term would expire in May 31st and 26. And I believe that you received his application in your mailboxes.
So moved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartmell,
Yes.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay,
Yes.
Mayor Cotterill.
Yes, ma'am. Public announcements. David, you want to share your announcement of Caroline and the award that she received?
We're coming down to it.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, that's okay, Mayor. We're coming down
I
that
see
here
it
in just a
now.
minute. Yes,
I see
ma'am.
it now, sorry.
You know, I would like to say
Yeah.
one thing about Mark. Sunday night, I got a call in regards to a sewer. Stopped up down here in a restaurant, had to be closed. And Mark, the fella at his own expense, got one of the companies here in Maysville to take it out to where our line was. And they took our big truck down there, our guys did.
Good.
And opened it. And I want to thank you, and he wants to thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
He's really happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
So I'd like to hear, thank you.
Good.
Any other public comment? Brian?
Well, it's not, we don't have
We don't have
public
public
comment.
comment.
It's just, it's public
Oh,
announcements.
announcements. I'm
Yeah, we don't
sorry.
have any public comment on this one, Brian. It don't have to be,
announcement?
is it for an event or something that, I mean, if it's discussion that you've had in the past, we'll have to push that off
It's
to,
new, it's just something new.
but is it an announcement for something that's coming up or?
Something's going on now and coming up both. I can give you a hint,
Yeah, it's just that we're not trying to.
No, we're not.
This is a special meeting, so
Right.
we don't have,
Public comment.
comments.
Yeah,
during
we
that.
have to abide by, we
I
have
saw
to
it on
abide
the
by.
agenda, I'm sorry, I saw it on.
Oh,
the
it's
agenda.
okay.
I thought-
It's okay.
I was just gonna say that like.
Go ahead, real quick.
The residence treatment center is beyond in the works. We're just finalizing the financial agreements and all that kind of stuff, so it's gonna happen. And we hope to have it running, June, July. So it's, I just left Brooksville, and I talked to the guy, so Maysville will have a residential treatment center, at least one soon.
Good.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks,
Just wanted
Brian.
to hopefully comfort y'all with that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Norbert Allenstein.
Mayor and Commissioners, Norbert had planned on being here today, but he had something come up, and he sent me a letter and requested that I read that to you. To Honorable Mayor Deborah Cotterill and Maysville City Commissioners, I'm sorry that I could not attend today's city meeting as I forgot I had a previous commitment. I wanted to give you an update on the Thomas Fountain Restoration Project. As of Monday, May 9th, 2022, the city has in hand $33,095. The original top piece of the fountain project bid was $23,500, but to remake the carotid, the total went to $38,500. So as you can see, in 3 weeks, the community has raised 80% of both projects. We still have some pledges out that may or may not come in. I feel certain that we will get close to the $38,500. I'm not sure if this would be an appropriate request, but here goes. I would like the city to enter into a contract with the artist, Sam McKinney, to start the project. The contract is for sculptured pieces, not the installation, which Public Works has committed to doing. I understand it requires a 40% down payment to get things started. We have that money in hand. I will continue to try to get the rest, but if that money does not come through, I would ask the city to fund any shortfall. I believe the shortfall to be a minimum amount of money. Again, I don't believe the city will be out any money, but there are no guarantees. If the commission does not want to complete both projects at this time, I would ask that they get the contract on the top piece as we have the funding for that project in hand. And if we get the remaining money, enter a contract at that time for the side piece. If anyone needs additional information, please call me. Thank you, Norbert Gollenstein.
Matt, do we need a motion to move forward with that? I mean, it is our
We'll
fountain.
probably need a resolution. won't we?
To enter into a contract.
Yeah.
with
Get
them.
a contract for the mayor to sign.
And I don't have that resolution.
And we can do that
Present.
at the very next meeting. I did talk, Norbert called me yesterday. It was yesterday or Monday, and he reiterated, he said, Matt, I'm pretty confident I've got the whole amount covered. So I think we're going to be in good shape. But we're looking at roughly, what, $5,500?
I think we got
I
it.
think we can.
Well, I mean,
I've got a little bit more since then.
Yeah.
yeah, and since we're that close, if you'd
Oh.
allow me, I would like to offer a reward for the head and hands.
I don't know what camera's on, but there you go.
Okay, yeah, I'd pay $1,000
Okay.
if someone would bring the head and hands back.
Tell you what, if they don't, would you be willing to put that $1,000 toward the
Oh.
fountain project?
Well, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. Just curious.
Good question, Matt.
Just curious. I think I'm confident, and Norbert's very confident we're going to get this, and we will have a resolution for you.
Other than in kind, have we committed any?
We have not,
No.
and I think
we should.
I think we should too.
It's our fountain.
I think, and what we'll do with that resolution, I think we state in that resolution that any less funds will be committed by the city of
The city
Maysville.
will
And
contribute.
I
Kelly,
have the contract.
yeah, and we can draft that. We're going to try to schedule a meeting for next week. We can have that for that. If that's
Okay.
good with, is that good with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I have it ready.
Let's do that.
If they was 1,000, it wouldn't be that much.
Yeah.
Wouldn't. But Norbert thanked each and every one, and he thanked the community for stepping up.
So are you saying that what he shortfalls in the city will?
He doesn't think there'll be a shortfall, but
Exactly,
if,
but if
yes,
there
I
is,
think that's reasonable
I think
for
we
us to,
should.
yes, ma'am.
It's the
I would
city's
agree
fountain.
with that.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Recognize Main Street.
There you go, David.
Oh, Caroline went and received from the Lieutenant Governor our Main Street Award. And while she was there, of course, Kitty and all of the folks that run the program were there. And I just want to tell you, I spent about an hour down there, and Caroline is just held up as the gold standard for Main Street, Caroline and Maysville. And I just wanted to give her kudos for for all she's done here.
Thank you, David. And do you want to step forward and explain what that was for? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Mary.
explain the award.
Yes.
Right, it was actually kind of a older one that just didn't get to be presented because of COVID. But it was because Maysville received that National Park Service grant. And we were one of only 3 people in the state and 12 in the whole nation to be able to get it. So, that's more of a testament to this place. And I appreciate your words, David, thank you very much. But it is easy, it's an easy honor to be able to represent Maysville, and I thank you all for continuing to give me the privilege.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done,
Thank you.
Caroline.
Discussion, water deposit fee.
Mr. Brammer.
I think 3 years ago, we had, when residents were in good standing, and correcting that to make sure I'm saying this correct.
I'll let Penny correct me.
Okay. That if you move from one place to where you live, within the city limits of another place that you were moving to, you are not charged the water deposit fee.
Prior to 3 years ago.
Prior to 3
Yes.
years.
Right.
And I think we should eliminate it. I think if you're in good standing and you paid your water bill, that you should be able to move your water deposit from one thing without being charged that.
Residential.
Residential.
Go ahead.
Residential.
Go ahead, Penny.
So what it was, prior to that ordinance in 2019, owners did not have a deposit. So there wasn't a deposit to move.
Okay.
Okay, so when we put the new ordinance in, so if you did move and you didn't have a deposit on hand, you had to put up a deposit.
Okay.
Any person, like I have a deposit, so if I move to a different residence right now, my deposit of $200 will move to my new residence. It just affected the people
Prior
that
to
were didn't have a deposit on hand, had to put up a deposit. So I've kind of looked at doing like a grandfathered in clause, that if you're all up to that suggestion and want to pursue this, that if you're in good standing for 5 years or the length of your service, that could be waived.
I
Yeah.
like that.
And we can just put in, I wrote it up and I can give that to Kelly to put in that ordinance and we can make that amendment, just to put that in there, that, we'll waive that if you're in good standing and you're moving within the city from one residence to another.
Yeah, this is just residential.
Property owners.
Property owners only,
Okay,
not for
I'd
rental
like to-
properties.
Include commercial on that. I mean,
Commercial, everyone had a deposit. That doesn't affect commercial.
Question. So if it
I had
is,
a deposit there.
do what?
I had a deposit on rental, commercial.
my question was,
Okay.
I wasn't here.
Go ahead. Finish your question.
Always been there.
Go ahead, be quiet, you two.
so if a renter moves and they are in good standing, why would you limit it to just property
All-
owners?
Because all renters already have a deposit. They had a deposit, they already have one.
So they don't get charged if they move.
No, their deposit just moves to their new residence.
Okay.
Renters across the board had deposits. Property
they're good
owners did not.
If they're good standing.
So that's why we'll just do the grandfathered in clause for the people that didn't have a deposit on hand. If they did move and are in good standing, always pay their bill, and then we'll waive that.
So you're talking people prior to what year?
2019.
Yes.
2019?
The ordinance was in 2019.
Were there very many people who were before 2019 that have moved that paid a deposit? Do you know?
I don't know the total. Yeah, and our system, the way, I don't know that we could actually find that. If someone requests it, they get reimbursed, we could reimburse it.
Well, that's what my
Yeah.
next question was.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah, 'cause
were,
we can-
I would
we
like
can
to
definitely-
have them reimbursed.
Right. So deposits are not operating funds of the utility. Those deposits are restricted to give that money back. That's all put into a separate account. That money is all set aside. So when we do reimburse those deposits, it's taken out of that account and dispersed to the citizen.
Right.
So that doesn't affect our operating revenues of the utility, but, you know, if you all want that, I can get that to Kelly and, we can draft a revision to that ordinance to have a first reading at the next meeting or,
Do it the regular meeting
Regular
on the
meeting, yeah.
26th.
And then reimburse those deposits prior to
yeah, I mean, if they request that, then we will definitely give it. I mean, it's their money, it's sitting there
Yeah.
whether we give it back to them or not, it doesn't go away. But I mean, if someone requests that reimbursement, we could do that.
Sound
If they're
good?
in good
Thank
standing.
you.
If they're a good
Okay.
fit, yeah.
Our next meeting is the 26th.
Regular meeting is 26th, yes.
Thank you, Drew, for bringing
And I've
that
got
up.
the ordinance and my
Thank
suggested
you.
language.
Thank you.
Good deal.
Any other comments on that? Discussion audit proposal.
Ms. Penny?
Baldwin CPAs provided an engagement letter for our FY '22 audit. The amount is $41,000 plus up to $3,000 for implementation of the new lease standards. That's a whole new requirement this year. They're gonna have to analyze all of our leases. So it could be up to $44,000, but it's 41 to 44,000 is the range they kind of gave us in that proposal. Last year we paid 39,900. So that's, you know, it's only a 3% increase. I didn't think that's substantial. They do a great job. They're very timely in getting everything done. You know, they have new auditors every year within their firm that come. And I think we've got good results.
Are they out of Fleming County?
No,
Richmond?
they come out of Richmond.
Richmond, okay.
Richmond, Lexington area.
All right.
The Maysville office is a branch of their main.
Okay.
Y'all good to proceed with moving forward with that?
I mean, all we need is a motion
A motion
to
to,
approve the contract.
So moved.
well, we need to get, do we need to
We've
get the,
never done a resolution.
no, do we need to get the contract first?
I have it.
Oh, you have it? Yeah, because the mayor would have to
Yeah,
sign
we
the
just
contract.
usually do a motion to approve it, I thought. Do we
You
need to
know,
do a
I-
resolution?
I think to sign a
Okay.
contract.
That's okay.
Okay, we'll do it the
We'll get
next
one.
time.
We'll get one put together.
Okay.
I withdraw my motion.
Thank you.
Motion regarding the receipt of
That's all right.
ARPA funds.
We are required to do a motion in regard to how we are, what's the best way to put this? Considering our ARPA money, and I've got
Right.
the motion. You want to explain a
Right,
little bit more?
when the funds we're getting approximately 2.2 million, we've received half and we're supposed to receive the other half in the near future. When the funding first was allocated to the cities across the state, the fund, they were more restricted. They changed it, they had a final ruling on it at the government level and said that anybody that received less than $10 million, it was just to be shown as lost revenue. It was unrestricted funds to use for lost revenue. It was just presumed that it was lost revenue for the city. So we don't have to go through and turn in receipts of every, specifically show what it was spent for. So it just simplifies the whole process, and we filed a report and showed that we are using it as lost revenue.
And I have a motion so whoever wants to make the motion, you can read this. So go ahead, Mayor, do you have a question?
I was just gonna say that this morning on the governor's call that they said that it might actually be a little bit more than that because they may put some other funds that were left over into that.
Okay.
So it may be a little bit more.
Yeah, we're
We'll take-
supposed to get it by the end of the fiscal year, this fiscal year, but, I'd heard July before, so we'll wait and see.
Take all we can get.
They said it was gonna be a faster turnaround than what it was before.
Okay.
Good.
Mayor,
Whoever wants to make the motion, I've just got it for you. David, you want to do that? Just read by the star there. That's all you've got to do.
Motion to presume revenue loss of up to $10 million as authorized by the Treasury Department regarding to the receipt and use of ARPA funds.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartwell?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner McKay? Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Resolution adopting municipal road age co-op program contract, 22-27.
A resolution adopting and approving the execution of a municipal aid co-op program contract between the City of Maysville and the Commonwealth of Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, Department of Rural and Municipal Aid for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2022, as provided in the Kentucky Revised Statutes, and accepting all streets referred to therein as being streets which are part of the incorporated area. Now therefore be it resolved by the City of Maysville, Kentucky as follows. The City of Maysville does hereby accept all streets referred to in said contract as being city streets, which are a part of the City of Maysville, and the City of Maysville does hereby ratify and adopt all statements, representations, warranties, covenants, and agreements contained in said contract, and does hereby accept said contract, and by such acceptance agrees to all the terms and conditions therein stated. And the mayor is hereby authorized and directed to sign said contract as set forth on behalf of the City of Maysville, and the city clerk is hereby authorized and directed to certify thereto.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartmel?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes, sir.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am. Resolution authorizing a lease agreement with the state of Kentucky for a temporary real ID office, 22-28.
A resolution authorizing lease agreement with Commonwealth of Kentucky for 668 Kenton Station Road, Maysville, Kentucky 41056. Be it resolved by the City of Maysville, Kentucky, that the mayor is hereby authorized and directed to execute a lease with the Commonwealth of Kentucky Transportation Cabinet for 668 Kenton Station Road, Maysville, Kentucky 41056 for a period beginning May 9th, 2022 and ending June 30th, 2022 at a rate of $2,636.25 payable quarterly. This resolution is retroactive to May 2nd, 2022.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion. Is this going to be renewed in July? So we're only looking at
2023,
should that be 2023?
June 2023.
Yeah, it says June 2022.
Oh, that's, yeah, that's a
Yeah, it should be
typo.
23.
Thanks for catching that.
Good catch. I was looking at the lease. This will be for 6 to 12 months.
Is there anything else that you can update them on the process out
They
there?
were, I believe they're out there, they're working on the wiring and getting their tables and chairs and everything set up. It's my understanding they're looking to open on Monday.
Yeah, they've already got
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have any day at day?
they've got stuff setting in there now. They're gonna work on it tomorrow and Friday.
See, government does move at the speed of light.
Well,
Is it
we've actually
Walden?
been working on this for a
Yeah.
little while.
Been a little while.
That's going to be a high
Yeah.
traffic area.
So it is walking.
I'm sorry.
That's going to be a high traffic area.
Sure. Yeah, well,
But there's a lot of nice parking out there.
Yeah. I'm glad we widened that one entrance.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes.
Commissioner Cartmel?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am. Resolution accepting the deed for 420 Wood Street, 22-29.
Is this 420 Wood Street?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
sorry, sorry, Mayor. Resolution authorizing acceptance of 420 Wood Street. Be it resolved by the City of Maysville, Kentucky, that the mayor is hereby authorized and directed to execute a consideration statement on a deed from Leonard Childers and Joellen Childers to the City of Maysville conveying 420 Wood Street for no monetary consideration.
Entertained.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartmel?
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Commissioner McKay?
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor Cottrell?
Yes, ma'am. Set special meeting for the budget workshops.
I would like to have another one next week, maybe lunchtime, noonish. Commissioner McKay, how does that sound to you?
On what day?
It's your purview, whatever you all think. Is there a certain day that works better for you?
How about Monday or Tuesday?
Monday or Tuesday?
Monday or Tuesday.
It would be Monday for me because we have to run meetings.
Okay, Monday? Are you sure?
Yes.
What time works best for you? Noon, is that good? Okay. Monday at noon. So that will be the 16th. Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. Budget workshop, we do not need to continue.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Closed session pursuant of KRS 61.8101F, discussion which might lead to the appointment of individual employee and discipline of an individual employee. And B, deliberations on the future acquisition of real property. I need a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Andrew.
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartmel,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay, Mayor Cottrell.
Yes, ma'am.
You can hang tight too. I'll get you in a second.
Mayor,
Or you can come in whenever you want.
can I get you to sign it?
Mike, hang tight. You hang tight. Penny, David, and you. Everybody else, you can go.
Yes, he is. He's chilling in for.
Well, we get them today or tomorrow, today. So, all right, so. You'll get there. Oh, but let's go, how many yesterday? I guess she got a check. I said, we should be getting a check for something on the propane. I said, but we also should be getting a check when we pay the yearly lease before you guys told us that we wouldn't get. I asked her when all that would be coming and haven't heard from her yet. But she may have got.
I think she got one for like $500 something.
Okay,
If you were to
that's
check with
probably
Dave, that's probably the propane reimbursement that initially she said, we don't do that. I'm like, well, you're paying, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Them things are still.
Yeah.
I mean, that is, you know, because them generators start every Wednesday. We ain't putting no propane in them forever. You be careful, boy. Or if you need some.
I will.
About 60%. Some were a little less.
Yeah, just running near nothing.
Well, just never know.
No, you don't, because if one of them goes out, I mean, that's gonna be.
They Bentley not seen you.
No.
No, he just tapped me and said, see you.
Penny, Dave, Nicole.
I'll get going.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Soften up.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm going out this way. I'm like all over the place today. I did.
much on my
I gotta
mind,
go,
Dan.
I got another 8 hours of work to do.
Okay.
I think that's the kicker. That's gonna determine everything on that. Kelly,
Yes, sir.
thanks for grounding me.
You're welcome.
You earned your money today.
Yes, he did. So, let's see. What we got? You had a letter for,
Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's call the meeting back to order. I need a motion, please.
I make that motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartmel,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay,
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor Cotterill.
Yes, ma'am. Appointment, Public Works.
Have a memo from Public Works Director Dennis Truesdale dated May 3rd, 2022. I would like to recommend to the City Commissioners and Mayor Cotterill of Maysville, Kentucky, that Larry Erskine be hired as a full-time employee to the Public Works Department beginning on Monday, May 16th, 2022. Larry meets the qualifications necessary to fulfill the needs of the department and is committed to being a team player within all of the Public Works Department's needs.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brammer,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Cartmel,
Yes, ma'am.
Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay,
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor Cotterill.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Thank
Roll
you
call,
all.
please.
Third.
Commissioner Brammer,
Absolutely.
Commissioner
Yes, ma'am.
Cartmel, Commissioner Wood,
Yes.
Commissioner McKay,
Yes.
Mayor Cotterill.
Yes,